Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In the previous video I have discussed what is common emitter configuration, how the input characteristics of BJT looks like in common emitter configuration, and the simulation process of input characteristics of BJT. Now in this video I'll discuss the output characteristics of BJT in common emitter configuration and the simulation process of output characteristics. This is the schematic diagram of BJT in common emitter configuration. This is the input characteristics curve of BJT in common emitter configuration. These two figures I have already discussed. Now see this figure. In this figure, this is the output side and IC is the output current and VCE is the output voltage. So to study the output characteristics, we have to study the relationship between output current, which is IC, and output voltage, which is VCE. This figure shows the output characteristics of BJT in common emitter configuration. Here, different IC versus VCE curves are shown for different IB values. As we can see here, for IB equals 0 microampere this curve, for IB equal 20 microampere this curve. Similarly, for different value of IB, we have different IC versus VCE curves. Now this characteristics curve can be divided into three regions. First one is active region, next one is saturation region, and third one is cutoff region. Whenever a BJT is used as an amplifier, it is always used in the active region. In active region, the base emitter junction is in forward bias and collector base junction is in reverse bias. Now let's discuss all these three regions one by one. Let's first see what is active region and what will happen in the active region. In active region, whenever we increase this VCE value, this IC value will also increase, as we can see in the curves. The reason behind this is that whenever we increase VCE value, the VCB value will also increase. That means the depletion region width will increase and thereby it will reduce the effective base width. So, in the base region, the possibility of recombination of electrons will be less, and therefore more number of electrons will move from this base region to collector region, and the recombination of electrons in the collector region will be more and more IC current will be generated. This output current, which is collector current IC, will be amplified by a factor beta. So if we want to write the relationship between input current IB and output current IC, then IC will be equal to beta into IB. Now let's move to saturation region. In the saturation region, the base emitter junction is forward bias and collector base junction is also in forward bias. Whenever this VC value is close to 0, then this collector base junction will be forward bias and then we'll get this saturation region. Now whenever this IB value is equal 0 microampere, we'll get a very less amount of IC current, and that region is known as cutoff region. In cutoff region, both base emitter junction and collector base junction will be in the reverse bias. Now see here, this VC has a range of values. Whenever we have a range of values, we have to use DC sweep analysis in PSpice. In the input characteristics, in the main sweep, we use VBE, and in the nested sweep, we used VCE, that is voltage value, right? But in the output characteristics, in the main sweep, we'll use this VCE value, and in the nested sweep, we'll use IB value, which is current value. So in the schematic diagram, we'll replace this voltage source by a current source in PSpice. Okay. Now let's draw the circuit and then do the simulation. Now I have opened the schematic. To get new parts, press on get new parts, and from there select the transistor. This is the transistor. Then click on place and place it. Now right click on it. Now select resistor. We need 2 resistor. Click on place. Place it, and now to rotate this resistor, click on Ctrl R. Now right click. Now we need one voltage source VDC. Click on place, then place it, then right click. We need one current source now, IDC. Place it. We have to rotate it. To rotate, press Ctrl R. Okay. Now place it. Then right click. We need ground. Select on ground earth, then place and close. Right click. Now to join this with wires, click on draw wires, then join this with wires. Then right click. Now let's change this value. This value, suppose take this is 700. If you don't write anything here, then it will consider it as ohm. Now since this value also, let's take this value as 500 ohm. Let's take this value as 10 milliampere. And this value suppose 20 volt. Okay. Now save this schematic. Suppose output save it. Then go to analysis, click on setup, then see here this voltage source name is V1 and current source name is I1. Remember that. Check on DC sweep, then click on it. Select the radio button voltage source and sweep type linear. Then name of the voltage source is V1. Start value suppose 0. N value suppose 6. And increment it by 1. Then click on nested sweep. We have to select the current source. The current source name is I1 and click on value list. Give here the value 0 microampere, then comma 10, suppose 20 microampere, then 40 microampere, 60 microampere, comma 80 microampere. Click on enable nested sweep, then OK. Then close this. Now go to analysis and simulate. A new window will appear. Click on that window. Then go to trace. Then add trace. And we need output current, which is collector current IC. Select on that and click on OK. So this is the output characteristics of BJT in common emitter configuration. If you have any doubt, you can drop a comment and please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.